Hi friends, we're about to dive into episode 4 of Deca-Dence. I have been really enjoying this series. I am enjoying the differences in designs, how the Gears digital world, but also not digital world, is so video game-like. It's all about entertainment. They get to kind of, do what they want, kind of live the way they like, but of course there's this very frightening underbelly that's going on. He keeps destroying these bugs, and why they're viewed as bugs, what that means, it's not quite clear. All the Gears and the Tankers have chips. We know Natsume's chip malfunctioned because her heart stopped, and so she was declared dead even when she came back to life, which is fascinating. There's just so many layers going on, but I've been enjoying the different animation styles, the color schemes of the Gear world versus the color schemes of the Tanker world, so to speak, the real world. How Minato is kind of in between. There's these dark, bright colors, but they're also, we have these, it was interesting, when we have the Tanker town, we have warmer colors, but a mixture of some cooler ones. Everything's kind of very washed out and a little dirty looking, there's always like a brown undertone to a lot of it. Whereas when you get into the Gears, where the Gears are, it's very dark, like the contrast is huge. It's really black with like bright, solids, many of them primary colors or secondary colors just popping out at you. And of course, once you're into the actual world where the Gears live, it's just, bright, poppy colors and just a mixture of blacks and browns and all that, but they're bright and they're heavily saturated and their hues are so just like sharp and like intense. So I'm appreciating the color grade and the changes as we go up higher into Deca-Dence. That's really cool. There's so much more to learn about it, but of course last episode landed on a cliffhanger where we have our poor squishy Pipe is on top of a truck about to head into a big battle fight. Kabugari and Natsume are after our little squishy, and they don't have their weapons with them, so they're about to take nothing into a alien gunfight. It's intense. It's a lot of intensities about to come, but I'm curious to see if the actions, because she's been training so much with Kabugari, I'm curious to see if not Kabugari, but if Natsume will get noticed by Kurane and some other people. Now, I've got Lin Maids down because her name's fascinating and she has the purple hair, which is like the bully girl. But I think I'm still forgetting the best friend's name, who really loves her best friend and is so scared for her. It's the sad, cute little thing. She's so worried about her dying, maybe because she lost her parents the same way that Natsume lost her dad. No, it's not very clear. We haven't gotten to the mom yet, so I'm curious to see if we will before the end of the series. Or if it's not something really important right now, because we've just been dealing with her growth and her change. I like how with the first episode we got almost everything from Natsume's point of view, but these past few episodes have been really mainly from Kabugari's point of view. So, and sometimes like a third, it's very fascinating, but I do like having it from his, because he's so, what I love with his is that she of course is so human and all her fun and kind of goofy human emotions, but with him, it's almost like the longer he spends in this skin, the more he experiences, but not the really profound things, not like super heavy, intense emotions like sorrow or rage, because he's so like monotone. Even when before he was reassigned by Hugin, he had a very monotone aspect to him, very stoic, very kind of also just controlled. So it was kind of fun to see him kind of experience these small emotions, like being amused and finding something super cute with Pipe and going, and feeling affection. So I think that's this. I think for me, it seems what surprises him the most. He is surprised a lot about Natsume and how just moments of her humanness, but at the same time, it's always, I think the emotion that surprises him the most is affection, which is also very deeply and eventually can lead to love. So and there's but because he cares about Pipe a lot, he doesn't want Pipe to be exposed, and I don't think he wants her to be exposed either. So his loyalties are obviously being pulled. I'm curious to see how his story will end before we reach by the time we reach the end of the series. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. But again, if you're new to the channel, how I do on YouTube is that this is a heavy edited version on YouTube. There's no sound, it's partial image. It does keep the copyright monsters at bay. There's a free version of the reaction below. If you can access the website, it is free. But if you can't, you can follow along here on YouTube. There's a countdown timer. You can't miss it. I think the only pause I allowed, the only break I allowed last reaction was the halftime. So I might just do the halftime break from here on out, just because it's super helpful for me to wrap my head around the world and just talk about things. But of course, now without further ado, let's dive in. Got my bottle of water over here. Got my matcha Pocky. We're good. Product placement. I'm not sponsored. This means nothing. You're not in danger. How did you get there? Not for that kind of a fight. I was wondering where he got that stuff. He stole it. Oh, honey, don't. I think that was cool, but it's also kind of monstrous when you look at the Deca-Dence. Like the red eyes popping up. I never realized Kapokari's eyes were behind her, watching her. So we saw Hyugen staring at him, but Hyugen has a weird bulbous, like, clown nose on him. So that we haven't seen yet. I can't wait to see her in action. I want to see more of her. She looks so cool. I wonder if tankers are able to meet these digital versions of these guys. They're not fully digital because her dad found them. I can't wait to see what that's about. I like Pipe, he's so cute. Oh no. Oh, that's a big nasty one. It sounds, you know, it's funny because she's saying Piper. Oh no. These people are dying. They've got to be real people. Ooh, interesting. Why is her eyes red like that? Ow! Oh. I think there's this underbelly issue going on here. There's something more going on. And also, it helps with your heart rate, too. Remember, she's got a new weapon. She has an advantage. Ooh. She's also a smaller target, and she's not as flashy as the others. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, baby! But it's big. She's gonna have to... Is she okay? Is she a tanker too? There's my girl. It's interesting how their designs are a mixture of fish and insects. She's doing awesome. Squishy. She's doing amazing. He trained her really well. And she's taking it seriously. But I'm still curious if these are, with the gears, are they possessing humans? Or are these created skins? There's so much more to answer for that. That looks... I've never seen that before. Put him under his shirt. I do it sometimes. When I did it with kittens or little doggy, like puppies, I would put them underneath my shirt when they were really small. Mindy. Mendy. Mundy. Mindy, Mendy, Mundy. That's new. I don't think they've... It's coming right for their barricade. Interesting how some of them have... Girls got abs. That looks nasty. Interesting how some of them have goggles, but some of them have one on one eye. And that crap, it has armor. That was bad. It is too tough. See, it's got like a weird rat aspect to it. Oh, that was a nice hit. Oh yeah, she's got her cool harpoon thing. It's like a mouse? That's nasty. She's cool. She's so cool. So interesting. So even there are teams amongst the teams. Oh, underneath the throat. Yep. Well, they better be soft and squishy. Oh, I know. Not even a mouse. An armadillo. So it's a mixture of a bug, but an armadillo. So it does have more of a soft spot here. So they're coming on the outside. They came underneath. Yeah, she is pretty cool. There's some dead guy. Girl, breathe. That's so mean. Wow, she's introducing them. Oh my god! Alright, I falls in there. Ooh! Halfway point's a little earlier than usual. Ooh, I'm curious about these last two sections because they're really long with the ads. Oh my god. We have this awesome, like, you know, commander. She's like, yeah, she takes down the Garo. She's awesome. She's like, she's so cool. And the moment she meets Kabu, she goes into fangirl mode like Natsume. I love that so much. But that is cool. She says, well, we're going to introduce you to the power. But the term bug is obviously it's only something that Hyuga has made up, because even Kirine is like, bug. What the heck is a bug? This is so cool. Interesting. New event beginning. Ooh. A snow battle and freezing oh! So this is being presented to the Gears as this really kind of like cool, again, it's entertainment for them. Instead of life and death. So they are, oh, okay, interesting. What continent are they on to be able to get to so some of those places? They must be on the European continent. Power briefing room. Interesting how one of the big nests is like in the cold in a mountain. They love the ground. Again, they're very bug-like with the underground aspect to them. Hmm. She was so excited. Okay. That sibling group's kind of creeping me out, man. Oh, that's Minato. S class. Got S class. Hmm. That's the storyline? That they're creating a storyline? My gosh. So they end the ranking program to keep bad things like that from happening. Now he's worried about her. His design's so funny. Ooh, we don't have much time. Interesting how so soon we're getting into this big fight. Yeah, but those twins are kind of creeping me out. Oh, it's makeup, I think. These twins are kind of creeping me out. That was intense. Just have to train more with that, that's all. Oh, he doesn't have much time, though, with the battle being at 4 a.m. the next day. Faye. What's wrong with Faye? Why is she pulling away from her? She's scared she's going to die. Poor creature. Poor Natsume. That was unexpected. Poor girl. Look, milk. It might be, for some. He knows how serious it's going to be. That's the idea. But it's not the only Goddess, we know that. Oh, that's her hope. We can destroy the Gato. Oh, it has been hundreds of years, so it's probably... hundreds of years. So we are in the 30th century. No, probably 31st century. Did he just break her machine? Oh, he did! Ooh. Oh, gosh. That cost a lot of money to get that. I was gonna say, it might not destroy her resolve to fight, but... there is an immortality to the gear, so... I get it. So I get it how the gears would know one thing, but the... oh, if her eyes are red from crying. She smokes when she's nervous. Ooh, I love that visual. She looks like she's crying. It's interesting how rare people actually probably get to go outside. Not to maybe being part of the maintenance allows you to be outside and enjoy that fresh air. Poor thing. Oh, cool! We're seeing it through her, literally through her eyes. Oh, that's bad. So there were multiple cities then, and a lot of them were destroyed. Now there's one Deca-Dence, or at least it got upgraded. Hmm. I wonder who took that picture. Oh, it's after he died. She gonna start running? Well, Linmei was always like a jerk to her, as others, viewing her as a burden. And Faye just viewed her as a, a butterfly or something that need to be protected. I was waiting for her to start running, but interesting how we got her to say that she stopped. Yes, girl, turn around. I'm like, obviously worried. I don't want her to die, but... I was kind of surprised. You're gonna have to give her some new machine stuff, though. She's gonna need those calories. They destroyed her machine. She's gonna buy it. Is she gonna even participate? Oh, I love their winter gear. They come in at the front and the back. Ah, so there's the creature. Yeah. Fascinating. Well, since there's more I didn't expect a big fight so early in the season. I'm appreciating it, though. The one thing I do like about anime is that they move at a bit of a faster pace than sometimes normal TV shows. And yet they are also, because they're only half-hour episodes, well, a little bit less than that, they're allowed to drag on certain things versus others, which I really love. Pacing is everything in a good show, especially a good anime. My machistics, okay. So it's cute, we get to see like old boats, some fishing. Good to see her out in the air, having fun. I like the little creatures that are in the bubbles. Gabugari and Pipe was in one. Is that Hugin? I also like the art we get to see here. probably shouldn't be eating during this. I'm sorry. I just saw the pocky and started eating it. Little Kabugari, so cute. Alright, let's talk about this series, guys. So this show is so good. I really do enjoy it. It's such a good time. It's well written. The pacing's really fun. I like how it's moving so fast in one ways, but it's moving so slow in others. It really takes the time for us to really connect with the characters, to enjoy them, to kind of get to see just... and even her saying, like, that kind of surprise confession of saying, you know, I want to fight so I can get self-confidence, or for other things, not because she wants to avenge her dad, or because she wants to make the world a better place. She's tired of being treated as something in the way, as a nuisance, or as something delicate. Now, she's a kid, obviously. This is literally a life or death situation. You know, Kabugari really cares about her. He has affection for her. He doesn't want her to get hurt. I do love that little bit of animation they added with her eyes being kind of puffy. And, like, they don't seem like that puffy, but the redness there, I like that little ddetail. And her saying, maybe you should wash your face, because she obviously looks like she's been crying. And of course, you know, Kirime, I guess, blank on her name. She probably suspects that Kabugari played a role in her crying and her saying no. She wasn't going to join them. But the kind of, you know, maybe not metaphorical, but that illusion, not illusion, that visual of the Oxy-1 kind of mixing, but also it didn't mix with the milk. It kind of got muddled, but it wouldn't mix, which is interesting because it gives an indication of the properties of this Oxy-1. It's very oily and thick, especially if it didn't quite mix with the milk. That's kind of fascinating. Its properties. I guess also there's it must have some kind of plasma too. I don't think, because blood and milk don't quite mix either, which makes sense. Anyway, I am really excited. This thing about this nest, that a lot of people are going to die, that there's this creature putting out this fog that makes it even harder to see. The fact that this fight's happening at 4 a.m. I was like, why are they attacking so early? I get it, they're hoping to attack in the night, and then by the time, the hope is, I guess, if the sun rises soon enough, by the time the height of the battle happens, it's broad daylight, they can see, they can fight. And of course, the hope is to take these creatures by surprise and take them out. That was really weird, that moment with the Garo having red eyes when she faced it. This episode or last episode? Oh my gosh, I'm kind of like having a moment. No, this episode, yeah. So I'm curious to see if they're being controlled in some regards. I don't know if Hugin's playing a role, if there's something else going on. How long Hugin's been getting rid of bugs. There's just so much at play here that we're not seeing. But, again, as we're dealing with this external conflict going on, the internal conflict pot is being bubbled and boiled and broiled and all that jazz. Not broiled. So it's only a matter of time until that kind of comes up again. So maybe we're going to get kind of like this reverse sine cosine wave things of like when, you know, when the external conflict at its peak, the internal conflict's at its, you know, at its depth, and it's kind of going to cross maybe like a double helix. Or maybe its pattern is it doesn't quite mix, where we have our, you know, external conflicts like this and our internal conflicts like this. And every so often, something's added that shoots it up. At the end, we might have a heavy mixture of internal and external happening at the same time. I'm not quite sure. I'm curious about that. Curious to see what'll happen, but the balance is really fun. The design's really cool. I really like it. This is such a fun anime. I can see why it's become a summer, and of course going to the fall, why it's become a hit summer anime one to watch, because its animation is great, storyline's fantastic, voice acting is amazing, and the characters are fun. It's a fun anime. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, check out my Assassination Classroom reactions, check out my Your Line 8 Ball reactions, check out my Music Monday reactions, which are now back. Yay! And of course, when October hits, Retro React to Wonder Woman reactions return, as well as CW's playing the Swamp Thing. that I'll be reacting to that. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.